Hey guys, I'm Saurav. Welcome to the channel. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about a very interesting piece of camera gear, something I haven't used before. This is an anamorphic lens. The footages you just saw were shot with the Sirui 150mm 1.6x anamorphic lens. This is an anamorphic lens for full frame cameras. Sirui did send me the lens, however, this video is not sponsored by them. All my opinions are 100% honest. What is an anamorphic lens? How is it different than the other lenses that we use? And how to exactly use an anamorphic lens? That is what I'm going to cover in this particular video. I'm super excited, so without wasting any time, let's get started. An anamorphic lens is a special type of lens which is mostly used by cinematographers to change the aspect ratio of the image captured or projected onto the camera sensor. The main purpose of this lens is to horizontally squeeze the image, allowing it to fit a wider field of view. This is how the footage looks straight out of the camera. The footage is then de-squeezed in post to get the final outcome. How do you de-squeeze it? Basically, change the Y scale depending on the squeeze ratio. You get more horizontal field of view compared to your spherical lens at the same focal length. Meaning, you're shooting at 150mm, but the horizontal field of view is equivalent to about 94mm. If your camera doesn't support anamorphic mode, you will get a stretched live view. Initially, it might look weird, but you get used to it. One way to solve this is by using an external monitor that supports anamorphic mode. Using circular lenses and adding black bars in post can achieve a similar effect, but this method crops and discards parts of the video, resulting in loss of data. With an anamorphic lens, the entire sensor is utilized, preserving all the details in the image. When I first picked this lens, I was very impressed by the way it looks from outside. Great build quality, the front element is gorgeous, 82mm filter thread. The design is very minimal, but at the same time very unique and different from the other lenses that I own. You have a focus ring and an aperture ring. This lens is a complete manual focus lens. The focus ring is buttery smooth, very helpful for focus pulling. The aperture ring is also smooth, but it has more resistance compared to the focus ring. And I'm happy they have executed it this way. I don't want to accidentally change my aperture while filming. Usually, the bokeh are circular in shape. With anamorphic lenses, they are more oval shaped. It looks different because we are so used to circular bokeh. And this was one of the main reasons why I was so excited to use this lens. All the lenses that I own are clean and tack sharp. And I'm not against that look. I love sharp lenses. But there's something that feels different about the anamorphic lenses. If you're looking for lenses that are tack sharp, this might not be the lens for you. Don't get me wrong. The lens is very sharp, but you're not buying this lens for its sharpness. You're buying this lens for the look and feel of it. One of the reasons why anamorphic lenses are so popular is how it handles flares. Sirui has two different types of lenses. One with blue flare and one where it takes the color of the light source. This lens comes with the blue flare option. The flare looks good and you can recreate it when you're mostly shooting straight into the light source. The good thing about these lenses is the flare is not overpowering the frame. It feels natural and not distracting. One major improvement over the previous anamorphic lenses is the minimum focusing distance. Previously, it was 90 cm, it has reduced to 58 cm, and that is a great improvement. I was able to get tight close-up shots of the Vespa at 150mm, and I'm really happy with how the images turned out. Earlier, if you had to use anamorphic lenses, you have to spend a lot of money. I'm really happy that Sirui has come up with a lineup of affordable anamorphic lenses for full-frame cameras. One more piece of gear that Sirui sent me along with the lens is this adapter. Now this is a 1.25x anamorphic adapter. You attach this adapter to the front of the lens. This also has a 82mm filter thread. And now you have basically 1.6 multiplied by 1.25, that is 2x anamorphic lens. The video is more stretched out. You have to de-squeeze it in post accordingly. The good thing is you can choose between two different anamorphic ratios just by using or not using the adapter. If you want to adjust the focus, you have to set the lens focus at infinity and use the focus ring of the adapter. Since you're adding to the anamorphic characteristics of the lens, you get much thinner bokeh and shallow depth of field. As I said, this is the first time I have used an anamorphic lens and the first time I am using a completely manual focus lens. This was a very different experience, but man, I loved it. Your way of composing things change and you start seeing the world in a different way. If you're into filmmaking, you're looking for a new lens, you're looking for something different and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I will definitely recommend checking out the anamorphic lenses lineup by Sirui. My workflow did change a bit. I got out of my comfort zone, but as I said, the experience was amazing and I'm going to spend more time with these lenses. That's it from this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions regarding anamorphic lenses, feel free to comment on the video. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button, subscribe to the channel for more such content. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.